Okay, I don't think this is a play, dude. Oh shit, give me this! Mind Games, welcome back to the PvE, and I'm so excited today to show you guys the new champion that they announced, and that's VIEGO, the Rune King. This champion is really interesting. The new mechanic that it brings to the game is that it can control enemy champions for a while after you kill them or get an assist on them. So let's just jump into his abilities. So if you don't know his abilities, let's start with his Q. His Q has basically, I like to think of the 3 parts. The first part is a passive. He gets a Blade of the Rune King kind of passive damage. His autos apply percentage health bonus damage on hit, just like Blade of the Rune King. The second passive is that after you hit someone with an ability, you can auto them 2 times in quick succession. The first one dealing damage and the second one healing him, but also applying on hit. And the third part is the active, which is just a thrust forward, kind of like Pantheon. So let's see that in action. So he does extra bonus damage when he autos people. I have Blade of the Rune King right now, so that's why that proc. But after you use an ability on them, let's see my Q, there's like a little mark that you can use, and as you see, I autoed him twice there, and if I had any health missing, it would heal me. So let's go on to his W. His W is kind of like Vi's Q. You can charge it up and release it to dash a certain distance and throw a stun forward. Now, as you can see from the skill shot, I'm just gonna refresh cooldown, that your dash actually does not get further the longer you charge it, but the miss part does. And the stun duration also goes up by duration that you charge it. So if this is going to be your main gap closer, if you're ganking a lane, because you will be playing him in the jungle most likely, just like Vi, you would just go up to somebody and you would charge his W. And the longer you charge it, the longer you stun them for. So I would definitely recommend you hold it for a really long time. Or you can do a quick one to get away, because the dash distance does not increase for the longer that you charge it. Next is his E. His E is very interesting. He creates like a little bit of a shroud for himself to stand in, and he's going to be camouflaged. Now, unlike other camouflage champions in the game, he is going to be fighting inside his camouflage. While he is inside his camouflage, his movement speed and attack speed are going to be increased, and it's going to increase a pretty good amount. So if you're an enemy champion, you do not want to fight him inside his shroud. But one of the counters to him, unlike most other camouflage champions, is that you can stick a control ward right in the middle of his shroud and you can see him pretty damn well. Other camouflage champions like Twitch, Evelyn, and Pyke, they don't really use their camouflage to fight you with it. So you can't really use a control ward, because they're just going either be going to run away or they're going to surprise you, and there's really no counterplay with control ward unless you place it ahead of time. But with VIEGO, if you place a control ward right on top of his shroud, you're going to be able to see him for the entirety, and it's going to counter him pretty well. Think of old Akali shroud. But also on top of that, if you use your E and you hit terrain with it, it spreads to the entire thing, and you can see the radius is actually quite big. So if you are trying to gank a lane, let's say bot lane, and you feel like they are around this area, you can hit this and the range is huge. Like, look at the range, look how far I can get into here, and I can use my W as follow-up. I can even reach this area with no problem, and the movement speed is actually quite good, and the attack speed is also quite good. So definitely very strong there. Now let's get to his ultimate. His ultimate is pretty basic. He dashes a little distance and he basically does damage. But he only does damage, or he does a lot of damage on, he focuses his damage on the person with the least HP. So if we put a bunch of guys nearby and we damage this person, he's going to be the one with the lowest maximum health. So if I ult, it's going to center in on him and he's going to push everyone else away. And it also does bonus missing health damage to the person that you struck. So basically the person that is centered. And you can use this while you use your passive. We're going to talk to that in a second. But also you're going to be able to ult over walls. So it's a pretty short distance, but it is a blink. So, and it's got a little bit of a channel time. You're actually unstoppable too when you cast it. So you can use it across walls if you needed to use it for an escape or if you're chasing someone else. So Viego's passive is that he's able to take control over enemies' bodies after you get a kill or an assist on them. So they have to die first. So let's just go over to Lucian. And if we kill Lucian, we can take over his abilities. We get access to his basic abilities, not his ultimate. You can't use their ultimate. And you also take control over their items. So you don't have your own items, you have their items. So like this Lucian who only has a Doran's Blade, I don't get my Blade of the Rune King. I only get his measly little Doran's Blade. So let's try to kill him. So after I kill him, I can right click him to become him. It is a little bit of channel time. So I can use his abilities just like this. And you see my inventory, I only have a Doran's Blade. For abilities to max, you would max Q obviously because the damage, the passive, it's all really good. It reduces the cooldown. And you would not max W second because it only increases the damage by a little bit. I think you would max E second because it gives you extra movement speed, extra attack speed, and reduces the cooldown. So maxing W doesn't reduce the cooldown, so that's why I don't think you should max W. But that's basically it. Thanks. Check out the gameplay. Oh, come on, dude. His W is so hard to land, dude. Okay. Dude, look how far this goes. I can just like travel to it. Do they see it? Oh, they do. Oh, the range is actually so much shorter than I... Get me the fuck out of here! No! No. Oh, I'm sorry, bro, but that's not... Wait, I'm still in this. Oh shit! Okay. Wait, I'm Seraphim? I thought I was Rengar. Get back here, dude. Oh, I used my actual, I thought I used... Wait, why are my abilities blacked out? Give me this. again. Now I'm Seraphine. God, it's like I'm not even playing my own champion anymore. Like, can I? You guys want heals? Wait, I thought I was still Seraphine. Holy shit, what the fuck? The indications for his W is not that good. Holy shit. I went off for like 5 minutes straight taking champions.